Isn't that the dream, a private oasis, or for people that live in a condo, even having some green space, because to actually have land where you have a lawn can cost a lot of money, Kitty. So we have a great option for people that can't afford land.
Or can't afford land, or you don't even have sun. So we have this artificial turf. You clip it together. You can move it with you if you go somewhere different. It's actually got a feature underneath, so when you step out on your patio in the morning where it rains in Vancouver, you're not gonna have soggy feet or anything like that.
And what's the price range for things like this for people that are looking to maybe cover a patio?
If you're looking for a patio, these tiles are $10 each. We also do rentals with them.
Okay.
And so we can do indoor, outdoor spaces, special events or weddings.
Great option for people that can't afford land and don't want to water a lawn, but sometimes, and this is actually pretty good quality, but sometimes artificial can look fake, and there's a way to make it actually look real by adding elements of real.
Oh yes, there's so many different plants nowadays that you can go get at your local nursery. This is a mock orange. Once you put in this bright color beside something like the artificial grass, it really does kind of look like it's all a garden oasis.
And even when you look at like this plant that has elements of real greenery, it actually does make it.
You can really see how the grass complements the different brown pieces that make it look a lot more natural.
So wonderful. Once again, you do rentals. They do consulting as well. For more details on Greenscape, you can check out their website. Privacy, please. And there are lots of options. Kareen, when someone is considering using things like pots and planters for privacy, with respect to safety and kids and all that stuff, what do they need to consider?
You have to consider a lot of with the weather or sort of the height of your railing as well. So we can use the pots to increase the height of the railing so that that there's no danger to fall over, or we can use it to block any sort of holes or like where people reach through, and we can weigh them down so that they won't tip, or wire them right to your railing so that they won't tip as well.
Great options, and lots of options for privacy. Tell us a little bit about what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, so these are more linear forms that we use. So these are the types of products that are green year round. So they, again, will look, these are examples of artificial, but in real, they're green year round. So they're evergreen type products. So it's a good product to use.
Very tall though. What do you need to consider if you're going with something that height?
It becomes about wind, usually with wind, like if you're on a 30 floor up on a condo, it's usually the wind factor will be something that you have to consider. So you have to make sure that you have something that you can affix it to. And so we can also make different bases that are different widths.
And you don't want to block a view. So that's something where you probably have no view, something where you're going a bit shorter.
Yes.
What are we considering here?
Exactly. So then you can have all these products are customizable. You can get pots of different heights, widths, and so if you want something a bit lower because you want to preserve your view and be able to see over top of it, then you can go with a shorter option. And taller options can be something that you can use to block out your neighbors.
So what's great with ideas like this is people at home, they may already have a plant or something in a pot that they can use. So the key is decide what your focal point is, whether it's your view or whether you want it to be the plant.
Exactly. Exactly. So then that's what you're looking for. Whether if you're trying to create a green space or if you're just trying to block a view, then you might want something more narrower. You might want to go with a trough option instead.
Lots of great options. For more details on Greenscape, you can check out their website. Coming up just before 9 o'clock, we'll also have hedge options for every budget. Privacy is so hard to come by, Kitty. It really is. You must get people calling all the time going, how can I get some privacy in my small space? Or even homes now are so close together.
Definitely. Now that everybody's enjoying their patios a little bit more, they realize their neighbors are too. So we have a lot of different options to accommodate people's needs.
Including some that are, maybe if they want to splurge, this might be a splurge option. What is this here?
This is boxwood, definitely our most high-end privacy screen. As you can see, the density really means that you want to have that privacy that nobody's looking in on you.
And these also give you the option to put different elements in as well, right? The way they're constructed.
That's right. We also use these if you're having a special event. You could put in live flowers to really pop some color to your party.
Excellent. And then something that could be done a bit custom. This looks like really elaborate.
This is really elaborate. These are all custom builds that we make. It's lots of different types of foliage to create color with green.
And for people at home that are trying to create something on their own as well, having the different elements does give it something interesting to look at as well, right?
Yes, you don't want to have just a giant wall of green. All the different textures and the colors really make something an art piece in your your patio.
Would this be an element too? We talked earlier about the fact that you can mix real and artificial. Would this be a case where you could potentially do something like that as well?
Yeah, you could definitely put flowers that are in season for annuals. I would highly recommend to pop those in for a bit of color.
And then for people, we'll get you to come over here, Kitty, on this way here. For people that really want to do something on their own and stay to budget, this could be a great option.
This is really a trellis you can put up for a bit of privacy, but when you add, what we've done here is artificial ivy, which you've just zap strapped right onto the trellis. All of a sudden you've got a bit of green on your patio. It's a little bit more interesting.
I love it. Lots of great options. If you want more information on Greenscape Design and Decor, you can check out their website.